Hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome to our Abundant Entrepreneurs Group. This is our community. We've been here every day, lift you up to do what you love to do and step up for your purpose and make the stand out there to make the impact you are called to make. And today our topic, remember, actually we just did on this Monday, Momentum Monday, we did how to really craft this we call perfect webinar hack. Actually, I learned this from Russell Brunson, and the founder of ClickFunnels. We've been reading his book. Last month we finished his Expert Secrets book, and this month we are starting on his traffic secrets. And on Monday we did the hack thing. So today I'm not doing the formal presentation. Like I do have my webinar funnel, I do have my presentation, the formal one, but today, because it's a hack, we want to show you how to, without any like almost technology background, without concern about like a budget for advertisement, without also like under the time pressure. You only have maybe 15 or 30 minutes. Like Russell mentioned, he only had 15 minutes. I did just like 30 minutes. Let's see how we wrap up everything together and do a perfect webinar hack. I know it's called perfect, but it was definitely not perfect. And so by the way, for example, I do not have a whiteboard. Russell used a whiteboard right years ago, but now because we have we're using Facebook and Facebook Live, and I do have a whiteboard like this. I used to use this small one, right, to teach my kids when they were elementary school kids. I use this to teach them, like for example, the math and Chinese, and it's still, we keep it here. And I do have some like markers and also the wiper, and I hope it's still working. So hopefully, okay, we will just use all this whatever for example, the moms there and our solo entrepreneurs there. You may not have those fancy tools or like resources, but as long as you have an internet, we're talking about the online business, right? I will just show you, even though you may not even have this kind of small whiteboard, if you have some papers, you can still do it, okay? And by the way, today we are not using Zoom. You can also use Zoom. Zoom is another free great tool, right? You can use Zoom to do your presentation, to do your even you just open one slide and screen share, and then at the same time while you are teaching, and you could type on your presentation, just one or two slides. That's good enough, okay? So don't think today is also like a test. We want to show you how to use like Russell's hack way to not to just like you with dozens of minutes. You can launch your business instead of just like waiting, procrastinate, and perfection and this and that, right? And that's why I actually do not like the perfect word. If you use perfect, and people will get nervous, oh, how do I get to that perfect stage, right? But just remember hack thing, okay? This is easy and quick, within minutes. Okay, so actually I just last night, after I did the last Momentum Monday, I summarized everything. And we do have like a blueprint we call the Perfect Webinar Hack Blueprint, referred to Russell's teaching. And I summarized all those like he called a cheat sheet. So I do just have a cheat sheet. Okay, so I just I'm not using my formal presentation. I have like for example 66 slides of formal presentation, but now for this hack purpose, well, I want to show you without like much time to prepare, without perfection, how we could do this. Okay, so today is about how to launch your profitable and impactful online coaching business in the next 90 days with us, okay, with the 7-step abundance movement launch model. I will share with you that model quite soon, but first I want to share with you some story, okay? Yeah, today is about, let's try stories, okay? And how I get onto this online business and also coaching. That's starting 14 years ago. 14 years ago, I was still like working in a Fortune 100 company. I had been working in like international companies. Initially I worked in Beijing, China, capital of Beijing of China, and then immigrated to the US. So by that time I already worked around 13 years in corporate world, working for big like national bank and international companies, and then Fortune 100 company in downtown Manhattan, right close to the Wall Street. 14 years ago, if you guys still remember, that's 2008, 2009, right? That was the last financial crisis time. And big trouble in the financial industry. And it started from Europe and then back to the US and then internationally. Big impact. And many financial companies, especially that Fortune 100 company, was at the center of the financial crisis. And we were watching, like, for example, the bank, Lehman Brothers, sounds familiar now, like the bank, right, bankrupted. And then our company is like a big, huge Fortune 100 company, and even global Fortune 500, I would say, also get big trouble. And our whole department, and we saw that quite many companies started to have layoffs. And our company did not avoid that step as well. And my whole department, it's called like travel insurance department. During that time, I was handling performance management director. I was managing around over 80 hundreds of branches, their country branches and their performances, and reporting to our VP and president. All this kind of financial data, performance and evaluation, strategic planning, and also e-commerce projects, operations, things like that. So, and I had great performance appraisal. So when in January, I forgot which specific date, but January 2009, it's a chilly morning. When I get into the office, I received that notice from the HR. It was a shock, right? Because I had been working in that company for over 4 years, and I had a great performance appraisal. But it's my first time to hear like, okay, this company also started to lay off as well. So I got that notice, and me and with quite some other colleagues, we got into the big conference room waiting for that the HR people, right? So within half an hour, everything's done. So we brought our small box, get out, and I went to the nearby downtown Manhattan, nearby Pier 17. That's a beautiful tourist attraction place. I get on the boat, not a boat, it's like a deck with those benches, like a beach benches. Like you could lie down, you could relax, you could watch the East River, and also that's East River, yeah, and also the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge. That's a beautiful like a scene location, and all other tourists, right, enjoy their time. I was like a little bit lost, but at the same time, there's a secret joy inside of me. Okay, finally get relieved. Okay, so that's it. That's like end of my first adventure, like my first Fortune 100 company in the US. Then what's next? So I was at the crossroad, right? By that time, thank God, I already got married with the person I love. And by the way, I came to the U.S. not for the American dream. I know some of you, right, maybe come to the U.S. for American dream, especially those first generation of immigrations. For my own family, I am the first generation of immigrant. My kids' father's side, my husband during that time, his whole family immigrated to the U.S. And for them, it's totally like American dream. They come to the U.S. But for me, it's like purely for love, because I was working in Beijing. Everything's like my condition, everything's good. So I do not need for American dream to come to the U.S. And now I know China's economy is developing very well, right? And during that time, Beijing is very developed already. So I had also a good prospect for my career. I do not necessarily need to come to the U.S. But for love, I waited for many years, and finally regarded, I came to the U.S. We get married. I had 2 beautiful kids, and my by that time, 2009, my daughter, my second kid, was only, let's say, a few months. She's only half years old. So I get laid off, right? What could I do? With 2 kids at home. During that time, I was thinking about I need to spend more time at home with kids as well. But at the same time, I cannot. I need to continue my career, right? And not just career. I need some real career, because even in that Fortune 100 company, I did not feel like myself had that kind of opportunity to grow. And instead of just everybody's climbing that corporate ladder, and you can see the glass ceiling, I did not feel that kind of a like a mentorship or growth or like a fulfillment or value in that kind of environment, even though that's a great company. But thank God they gave me like a replacement kind of a package. It's a great company, so they give us even though laid off, still good layoff package. And then we get a replace package. We get a career coaching. So that's the best thing. And I did not know there was a career coaching before, right? So because everything's by ourselves, I apply everything and get my good job. And now that career coaching process, quite a few coaches, different styles, did inspire me. And during that time, I decided to do more spiritual and also mental pursuit, to do research, to discover what is that, why am I here, why truly am I here, what can make me feel fulfilled, what kind of job should I really do instead of just like climbing in that corporate ladder. What's other possible choices, right? So I went to Manhattan's practical philosophy school as well during that time to learn at the same time. And so eventually through the both myself search and research and also the replacement and the career coaching process combined together, I discovered my true purpose. It's really I want to inspire and empower other people. I found out inside myself I have this kind of a passion, I have this kind of intuition, and I have this gift I'm quite a visionary person, right? I could see other people's strengths, I could see other people's possibilities even before they could see, right? So I'm a visionary person, and I truly, when I found my purpose, is really like earlier time I had like a teaching passion. So I love to teach people, I love to inspire people, and especially like empower them. So earlier years, my like say my admission to Columbia University's PhD did not get to pass through because I got an offer, I got a tuition sponsorship, but the visa when I was in China, my visa did not get passed. So I could only like then continue to study like an MBA, invest in myself, right? So I never stopped to invest myself, but then that teaching passion since my young age, right? And then gradually after years of those 13 years of corporate practice and different functions practice, right? And teaching itself is not my passion anymore, but it's really like how to empower people, inspire and empower people. And then I found the coaching is a perfect way for me to really help people to go through that kind of it's like a journey. It's a co-development journey and help them discover themselves. Like the onion, right? Peel the skin layer by layer and help them find who they truly are and what's the purpose, what's their passion, what's their strengths, what's their gifts, what's their call here to fulfill. So, and then I decided, okay, coaching. Then I went to New York University to get my professional coaching certificate. And then later of 2009, the same year I was laid off, I started my own business and coaching practice and claimed myself to be the entrepreneur. And since then, never looked back. So yeah, from that time to now, it's already 14 years, my entrepreneurship and also my coaching practice. 14 years. What a blessed journey. But also, what a bumpy journey as well. Like all ups and downs. Even though I had my executive MBA degree, right? Also had years of like you could say that it's like a corporate world or business world practice. But still, like when you get into your own entrepreneurship, it's still like it's a big, huge challenge because there are different functions. And initially, because I was more like a operation and also like a training and a product development kind of a person. So I focus more on what service I could design and provide to help other people, right? I was like the expert, but the expert who did not know how to do marketing. So my only thing I could do is just like my passion and share here and there, but it did not really work out. So and then during that time I had a very meaningful project as well. I interviewed dozens of around 50, I think it's more than 50, dozens of those other passionate entrepreneurs to see what's their passion. I even called it passion interview until today, and then I transformed it into an abundance you interview. Okay, so that's like the last many years. I interviewed many of them, and I just found, wow, They are also passionate entrepreneurs, but we're all struggling with what? We're all like a great, let's say, great passionate and also purposeful pursuers, but we suck at our business, like a marketing or sales part. We suck on that part, right? So we're not making good money, and there's a big gap from a passion to profit. There's a big gap. I just observed so many of them like that, and so I made my decision. Okay, this I need to make this a real business instead of a hobby, right? I need to decode the secret from a passion to prosperity. So initially I started as a happiness coach, right? So I focused more on the life side, but gradually through that this kind of a course, I felt like I need to decode how to get the profit. So I transited more into like both life and business combined. It's just like my mentor Tony Robbins, and he's focusing on people's like mindset and the life part, but at the same time he's empowering many entrepreneurs and business owners and even corporates, right? Many big companies, and how to make success in the business as well. So I transited into this, so both combined life and business. But then I found still like how I could really make money, right? I keep invest myself and learn. So I started to learn from all those like masters and those mentors, including Tony Robbins and Dingo Sassi, right? And learn from them. So it's just like how all those kind of and then I found what? And then I found there are two key components. One is called niche, another one is called launch. I just observed all those things, masters, how they are mega successful, right? I just found these two are the keys for success. So the niche one, initially my niche is quite generic. It's like I want to help both professionals and also like professionals to start a business, and also I want to help entrepreneurs how to get to the next level, right? So, and also for launch, like for example, a mistake we were making initially is like we take how long time? We take months to like a product developer, right? We take months to develop our program and our like a coaching service program and modules, every details, and including the videos, everything, right? And the marketing language. We take months during that time, like earlier years, to before we launch. And every half year or maybe 1 year, we launch one stuff. And of course, we cannot make money. And later on, I learned that. And then I observe all those masters they teach, not just to like to clarify your niche, right? They also do the launching, the more frequent launch. And later years, I learned from those masters like how they quickly create like 7 figures, like just like they call it either like a make more offer or like it's called like make more launches, right? It's just I learned that they said the mistake we are making, we spend 80% of time, more than that maybe, behind the screen, develop our products or programs for months, and some of them even years. I know some entrepreneurs, they develop some like a software or like social media platforms. They spend years, put all the money into it, but then like after years, then they communicated with the customers and they launch, and then after a few months they just found it's not very popular, or they did not meet their target customers. They could not attract enough users or customers, and then they could. It's just like the project die. Like startups die, right? Many startups, over 80% could die in the first year. So that's why and also many of them make the mistake. They do not have a clear niche before they launch. They do not fully understand the who and what and all this kind of this components of the niche one. It's right, like who are really your, like now we're reading a book. It's like who is your dream customer? Now what's their avatar? Where are they congregating, right? It's like where to find them. All these kind of things, what's their characters, and how could you what's their words describe their pains and desires, right? All those things they are not clear about. I also made that similar mistake at the beginning. I was not quite clear about my niche. So that's why many of our entrepreneurs are not making money. So niche is the art that will decide your direction and path. And then the launch is the science will decide your momentum, your results, and your profit. Okay, so that's my discovering. after a few years of coaching practice, after like all this kind of failures and without making money, right? So now today I want to share with you these 3 secrets, right? The secret number 1, I just found I do not even need the whiteboard. Maybe I could use the whiteboard. Let me see. Let's see if I can use the whiteboard. Choose the color. Let's say for green color. If I can, I'm not sure if there's still ink, right? Let me see if I can. Still some ink. Secret number 1. Can you see it? Not very, apologize for the ink, not very well. I need to find some place. That's why the whiteboard with a shelf will be good, right? With a stand. So it's all about the niche. Let me see. Niche. Launch. And I call the movement. The movement will create this momentum. Movement. Launch and movement, okay, is momentum. Here we're talking about launch. It's not just a launch project. Many people will think like let me start this one. Many people will think like a launch project or launch offer, right? Here it's not. It's not just launch or for example your funnel or launch your project, launch your offer. We are talking about the movement. It's all about a movement. This is the secret for your momentum as well. So this is our first secret, okay? This is my whiteboard. I know it's not perfect, but let's continue here, okay? So that's how I found the niche and launch. It's like why it's not working for us. I should put it here. It's for me easier to get it, grab it. So that's why initially it's not working for us because we did not know the secrets of a niche, and then also the launch one. So many entrepreneurs, like the mistake is like either have a generic niche, too generic, or have that means no niche at all, right? Or some of them have split niche and want to help this kind of market and that kind of market, and it could confuse not just their audience, their market, but also themselves as well, because their messages, I just found that as well. Your marketing messages, even your offer, you have to be customized, have to be like tailored and to meet different market, like a segment market's needs, right? So that's difficult. That could be confusing. And now, also for the launching thing, like I mentioned, entrepreneurs spend months to develop a perfect product or service, and just found nobody really needs it, right? And then people did a survey, like it's over 76% of like business failed. They say the number 1 reason because nobody's needing their product and service. Because why? That means when they were developing, spending like months or years developing their products, they did not really connect with their market. So now, what I learned from all those masters is like, you need just like quickly, within could be minutes, develop a structure with a title, with the modules, with like a brief like terms about and a price, right? About your offer, and then launch it. Almost you could launch every day. And launch it like now today I will share with you, of course, even though I launched this before, right? But this is an example. You can quickly get a structure with you and to launch to the market, to test, to get a feedback, to see if people like it or not, and then you can even co-create this offer. So that's a key, okay? It's more important on marketing. Like those master teaching us, you should use 80% of your time on marketing, only 20% to like develop your system and everything, right? So initially I could not believe that. Really? 80% on marketing? What could I do? What could I say? Okay, that's many years ago. Because I was not quite developed then, I could not imagine 80% of marketing. What do I do, right? So because we were those ones, we were not successful yet, and we were use 80% more than that, maybe do all the behind the screen, the screen thing, right? Hiding there. How many of you are like me? I'm actually, many of people think I'm an extrovert, but I am, in my daughter's words, I'm a loud introvert. You know, I can definitely read books for hours. I can definitely like hide behind the camera for many days, right? but because of the passion, because of purpose, because of the eager to help other people, I was just like Russell Brunson. He's a typical introvert, but then we forced ourselves to show up, to really like stand up here and to give the message, because we were driven by our purpose and passion. That's helped us to overcome all these kind of fears, right? And talking about the fears, I will share with you. So let me share with you quite soon later. Okay, so the real teaching is about the first, you need to clarify your niche, right? And then it's about the launching. The launching thing is really like a 80% time on the marketing. That means you will almost continuous in the launching mode, instead of just thinking about once or twice a year do a launch. No, you need to consistently be in this kind of a launching mode, 80 more than maybe 80% on your marketing and 20% behind the scene to do your offer system. So launch is the best way to generate momentum and also provide the offer to make sales. Okay, so and then why abundance movement? Okay, why I would call like how I get to this abundance movement thing. There is another, my personal transformation. 2013. Remember I said I come to the US for what? For love. Not for the American dream. But after a few years, like 6 or 7 years of our marriage, have kids, and I just found what? The most horrible thing you do not want to find out. Guess what? Yeah, I just found my husband cheated on me. That's so devastating and heartbroken thing I found. And then from there to another, like when I finally could stand up again, you could not imagine. That's almost like 5 years. 5 years of darkness to me. I was the only one from my own family here in the U.S. I was like a first immigration, and my parents, my sister, all in China. So I do not have my side of like real relatives or like real friends, right? Like deep close friends here in the U.S. And as a mom with 2 kids, young kids, can you imagine how difficult that time is? I was so devastated and heartbroken, and totally, it's like my life flipped up and down from heaven to the hell. Nobody to talk to, and I was suffering. I needed a big shame. We came from a traditional Chinese background, right? I was quite in this kind of a side, this kind of emotional family value side. I was quite traditional, conservative. So this is a big shame to me, and don't know where to share. And he's still like spending a lot of time outside, and I was taking care of 2 kids and at the same time do my business. I just feel like I could not do it everything anymore. It's super painful, and it's so dark. That's really like a darkest night of my life, and you can imagine that 365 times 5 years, right? It's like almost like 2,000 days and nights darkness without light. That's like super tortureful. It's that I think that kind of a journey, it's really like when you experience that kind of betrayal, like your most biggest love, right? The best love, betrayal of you. That's like the 10 times horrible than real physical death, or than any like a death of your loved ones. So that's the most horrible thing happened to my life. That kind of a the marriage crisis and love crisis and family crisis. And till one day I could not take it anymore. I still remember that's 2015 December, super cold. We moved back from Orlando to New York. I was selling my beautiful lake house in Orlando, Florida, and moved temporarily into my in-laws place and tried to save the family. But in that kind of environment, I was suffering every day and did not really get much like emotional support. I was grateful for my mother-in-law. She was standing with me, but all other people is very like indifferent and very, very cold to me. And I was like in the hell. And so that super cold midnight, I went to nearby railroad, Long Island Railroad station. I walked down to the track and walked a little bit distance from the station to meet the train. Total darkness. I was standing on the track, super cold, chilly into my bones. But I was fully like numb. My heart was totally numb. I just want seek death, to end everything, to end the pains, endless pains, even though I had like an endless connection and love to my kids. But that pain is like just merged all myself, I want to just end everything. And I know that kids have a great grandma, and she could take good care of them. No, always horrible thinking. It's just like no thinking. I was just want to end everything, right? It's very, I know that time. Now when I record that time, it's horrible. And but guess what? I'm still here. The train stopped for me. I said, why the train stopped? Come on, it's so difficult to die. Why it's so difficult to die, right? Because that's the easiest. I feel like dying. It's great news during that time to me. It's like it's a good thing to happen to me. It will be ending all this kind of pains, like the sufferings, the tortures in this world, right? I was thinking, why is it so difficult to die? Just like even like standing on the track, the train's not coming to me. Okay, during that time I wake up, like it's not my time. It's not my time to die, right? God, you do not want me to die. Thank God I've already had the faith, although I almost like lost my faith because I prayed so many thousands of days and nights, right? I did not get any change and any sign of hope. So I was cursing God. I was having anger with God, and I was like, God, I gave up on you as well. You're just cheating me. You forgetting me or whatever, right? So I lost my faith. But during that time, the train stopped, and I could not even die by this way. Say, God, if you really want me to live, show me the way, okay? And gradually I wake up, and I quickly wake up because my husband sent me to the hospital. He called the police. The police van sent me to the hospital, and I immediately wake up during that situation because I could not take that. People sent me to like mental health kind of a hospital, right? Then I gained all my like sanity and all my senses back. I told the doctors, shared with them like why I was in that kind of a miserable situation. I was struggling with this kind of a like an emotional marriage crisis, everything, right? And thank God they understood. And the next day they released me. So I did not take any medicine to calm myself down, and all my senses back to me, and also my face get back to me as well. And I had that conversation with God. I said, "No, God, thank you, saved me, and then you must mean that this is not my time to die yet. That means I have a bigger purpose. My life is not here for just one man, but it's for more people, for this world, and my life belongs to you, God." So since then, I devoted my life to God and devote my life to this world, to love other people, to serve other people, to use my gifts. Because I'm a gifted person. I am a, smart person and also a wise person, blessed by God. But during that time, I lost my sense. I lost my wisdom. And I was like, I said, sorry, God, forgive me. And use me to serve you and serve the world. So, and since then, I got into a resurrected, not just physical life and emotional life resurrected, but more important is my spiritually. I got into from the happiness level. Like I used to think happiness is the ultimate purpose, right? But then I found another level. Even though I lost my happiness, even though I was crying inside my heart, right? Pains every day, but I found abundance. That kind of resilience, that kind of lasting kind of a relationship with God, with myself, with this world is total different dimension of the spirituality, of the mental strength, and also the emotional strength. So that's since then I started that kind of abundance, and I myself started the abundance. It's like a movement because now I get into this new level. I innovated my branding, my offer, my message, like my content, everything, and took that momentum, that movement to get into my new coaching era. Okay, so like through that death journey. I call it like death journey from 2013 to then 2018, 5 years. Through that 5 years struggling, then 2018, I finally started to get up. And the best thing I've been doing is I kept investing myself to learn those like big masters and join their mastermind, their annual mastermind group like during that time. Also joined Russell Brunson's Two Karma Club, and I met my, for example, speaking coach, speaking mentor, and got challenged and overcome my fear, overcome my shame, to stand up to speak. Even though that time I still was quite struggling with that kind of a marriage crisis, right, and that kind of pains, and also struggling with like to dare to share my most shameful and darkness story. And my mentoring just encouraged me and challenged me, and eventually I overcame that fears and shames, all this kind of a culture, those culture limits, to stand up in Nasdaq Expert Summit, and also Harvard Club of Boston. My coaching mentors, my speaking mentors hosted all those like big events at those like famous venues, and I did my speaking, and also inspired so many people. And also in the same that year, same 2018, yeah, during the summertime, I published 2019 actually. I published my 2 books, self-published on Amazon, and even get within 1 day campaign without any other people's help, just with myself running that campaign. Before I left for China's trip, I brought my first book, Abundance Train, onto the #1 new release on Amazon. So now I started to enter a new level of a vision, okay, and then since then, like 2019, every year I get into a newer level of vision, and it's coming every year. I refresh it and getting clearer and clearer. And now it's like I already got my ultimate vision. And from there, I created my abundance niche and also my abundance of all movement. And this kind of a movement helped me create so many like momentum, and helped me become unstoppable. And every day I've been like almost like every week now since then. Every week I'm on a launching mode. Every week I'm launching my new like either like speaking, video, like a offer, like a marketing campaign, right? So every week this kind of a momentum, this kind of a movement launching help me. So it's not just a project or like a product launching, okay? It's a movement launching, and it's totally like a renovated my brand, my content, my offer, my system, everything. And this movement, this momentum, helped me make a bigger and bigger impact, attract thousands of people into my community, and also like my abundant entrepreneurs community. It's keep thriving, and also my list expanded, and I'm tracking every day. I'm getting continuous needs, ideal needs into my world. So now I do not even worry about the needs, and all by organic. This is the best part. I did not do any advertisement yet. It's all organic. I did try, by the way, I should be honest. I did try a few dozens of bucks of like Facebook ads, and I did that for play, but it could not even compare with my organic. But that's not saying I will not do advertisement in the future, right? I'm still now learning Russell's traffic secrets. If it's necessary, then I will, after I learn more, right, I may do advertisement. But at first I started with organic. And this is good enough. Organic, all by organic connections, heart-centered connections. I attracted so many like visionary entrepreneurs, coaches, right, life coaches, health coaches, like it's a relationship coaches or spiritual coaches, all those coaches, right, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers into my world to serve them. And also that's where I created this 7-step abundance movement launch model, because I use this every day after I practice all this kind of launchings, and I like review and then integrate them together. And now I created this 7-step abundance movement launch model so that I could help my clients also create their results as well. So I will quite share with you soon. Like you may think about, wow, this model, how could I use that, right? So many of you maybe worry about like some of you think I'm not expert, right? I'm not so good at this or that, especially like marketing or sales, right? And I and you do not think, oh, I am not technical background, I don't know how to build up that kind of a system. And also I may have, for example, like me, right, single moms have limited time. You may think, oh, I do not have enough time. All these kind of you know, concerns, fears, limitations, right? And especially we have that self-doubt. That's always maybe following you. You say, oh, I do not think I'm good enough. I couldn't, like, sounds like your model, your movement, like abundance movement launch model sounds great. Maybe it worked for you, right? But I'm not sure if it worked for me as well, right? You may have that doubts, but let me share with you. I also had many doubts, by the way, many fears since the beginning, uh, since I started my coaching business. Through today, I still could have quite some doubts, where sometimes you could like compare with yourself with like the market. There's always like greater ones, right, and better ones, and you feel like, oh, intimidated. I'm not good as they are, and they are more successful, or maybe they are stronger. They have a stronger character. They are better than me, and they show up with a beautiful, more beautiful like energy, stuff like that, right? And for men, you like those. I have many male mentors, right? Super successful. Oh, they do not need to take good care of spend that time to like with kids or with family. Their wives are supporting them, so like full-time wives, right? Full-time mom and like home wives are serving them and serving the kids, and so they could have that time and energy to only focus on their business to make success. So I have all these kind of fears, right, and the inner doubts, and that kind of a concerns, right? I thought I could not. So initially I had no model. And by the way, I had some extra fears than you, maybe many of you, because I'm immigrant from China to the U.S. English is my second language. Using this language to do coaching is definitely a big challenge to me. Okay, especially since the beginning, first few years, I still remember some other coaches, and even when I was in NYU to get my certificate, some other like more experienced coaches did not want to do the peer practice with me because they think, oh, she sucks, right? She's new and her English is not good and it's waste my time, something like that. Okay, so, and also I have my culture, and this conservative culture background is holding me back as well. I dare not to like at the beginning, especially, like speak up too much for me and for my business, and always try to feel more comfortable. And because I had the IT background, right, I want to try to hide behind the thing and dare not to do much speaking. And the resources also, as a new immigrant, right, do not have much resources here locally in the New York. Even though, I mean, in New York is a good place, but I barely know anything, right? All those people I know is like the husband side, those Chinese old immigrants, barely speak any English. That's my resources. And because I left the corporate, I also did not have many like connections with those colleagues as well. So only connection maybe I have is a few on the LinkedIn, right? So that's it. All these kind of fears, and also including the public speaking, right? And that's both for challenge for language and also for your like speaking confidence. I had all those ones, believe me. All your concerns, and especially as a single mom now, I'm a single mom through quite a few years, right? And I'm taking two kids, and they're a lot of things, and super busy, and I'm taking both kids, house chores, and the business. You could not imagine. I barely have like enough time to sleep, like that kind of a thing. So all your concerns, all your fears, all your like struggles, I experienced of them. Believe me, that it's just like as a single mom, as a new immigrant, as a woman, right? Like my daughter said, you are like a middle-aged, like a Chinese Asian woman. Who would listen to you, right? Like that you're not like making yourself that fancy, attractive, everything like that. Okay, so, and also at the beginning, I had no model, and there were few just clients to really. I had a few clients to make money, so it's very shy in my business. So I was not doing very well. But because I invest in myself, I keep learning from and observing, right, and also keep practicing, learning from those masters, the best of best in the market. And slowly I really started to overcome my fears and gain more confidence. And because I learned those different ways to do the business, what's the right way. And also, and by the way, I did the statistics because I tracked my expenses, the Excel sheets. I started from invest myself since like 2013. By the way, that's the time. Remember, I found I was cheated. I was almost giving up my life. But my investment started from that time. That's the best thing I did to myself since then. From that time till now, all my investment is almost like $300,000. $300,000. That's like a vacation house in Florida, right? So and I'm so proud of myself that I kept investing in myself, the best investment I could do, right? And the best investment you should be doing for yourself. And I observed what is and learned all these ways, what is working, what is not working. So I developed this launch model, right? And step by step with all these great components, the key components to success. And not just my mentors, they use that, and also I practiced and verified it. It changed my game. And now I'm very clear about my niche, and also I even teach people how to clarify their niche. And I'm making good impact in my niche. And I'm also attracting every day dozens of people want to connect with me as friends. I'm also attracted continuously, ideal needs every day into my world every day, and also developed make a good profits, and also developed my abundant entrepreneurs group to be an impactful community. That's where we are now, right? So, and some of you say, oh, like it worked for you, but maybe not for me. We tested on different clients already. Like some of our clients are very interesting. We have even like a college student clients who had just like started from scratch, had only ideas, and they did not even graduate from college yet, but they want to do part-time to do business. And we help them to turn their just ideas through our 7-step abundance movement and launch model, step by step to help them to launch their business in 90 days and become a coach, right? From just a student, just like a part-time business person, to be like a coach, to help them have a successful launch and make a profitable launch. And also like with a few of our like clients, they added over $2 million into their revenue. And also our clients, some of them win the public speaking campaign, champions, and also gain through this coaching, right? Those coaching like successful gain their paid speaking opportunities. So all those ones we witnessed how like just like a regular guy had only some fancy ideas how we can use this model. It's really proven, simple to implement. And now some of those ones, that time I did not even fully like developed all these components and tools yet. And now we get it all like completed. Every like a step we have tools to help them quicker, to create like a business quicker and get things done quicker, because I have a step-by-step guidance and also some great tools. So all these best practices, and now everything is much easier. And so that's why we say within 90 days, and many of our clients within 90 days, some of them even like within 30 days launch. It depends on where you are, right? From if you start from scratch, it's 90 days. But if like some of you already developed some certain level of business, for this repackaging, create your movement and launch, it's like much shorter. Some of them can make it 30 days. Okay, so now you may still have like to now it's like a secret number 2. Let me see here. This secret number 2. Let me write this down. Okay, 2. So secret number 2. Let me try another pen to see if you can see it. Okay, hold on one moment. Secret number 2. Let me see if this blue one will be better. Okay, hold on. Secret number 2. Can you see it? This is like a understand the model. Once you understand this abundance, my handwriting is horrible, I know. Understand the model. Okay, so it's just 7 steps. Step by step, we have a guidance for you, and every step we have tools for you to use and make it simple. Because I have my executive MBA background. I worked in the business world and I worked in the corporate, I know in the Fortune 100 company environment, okay, I know what is, and I manage the performance director, okay, I know what is efficiency, what is effectiveness mean to our professionals, to our entrepreneurs, right? So we want to have the model both comprehensive but also efficient and effective, okay? So that's why step by step we all have a guidance and also the tools to help you accelerate the process. And now let's get into the secret number 3, how to use this model. Okay, so the secret number 3, it's about you have to do this in an abundance movement momentum. It's a momentum. So many of you may think that you are not technical, you have no expertise, and you have no time or even no money. How could you make it happen, right? How could you do it successfully with this movement, with this launch model? And because of those, we can call it the excuses or the inner mind talks, right? You could have procrastination, you could have no consistent momentum, or you feel like you have no big impact. We have so many clients, we witness that process. We know what could be your inner talk, what could be your inner game that's blocking you. So I personally, right, and like I mentioned, I became a single mom since like 2014 and super busy with my 2 kids and my coaching business. But this abundance movement launch model really helped me in the first place to grow into a thought leader and also stand out in my niche to attract more leads and clients and make impact to many more people. So with this model, I will share with you quite a moment, okay? I created a weekly and daily momentum for 365 days. And I remember 2018, I did abundance today for 365 days. And then every year I have like a different kind of like a momentum and challenges to take. And this year, for example, I'm taking 365 days abundance reading challenge. I'm doing that. Today is already like a 159th day. So this kind of momentum, once you can use this movement, abundance movement, to clarify what's your movement, and when you launch it, you will have that momentum and you will create a lot with a clear vision. We help you clarify your vision, your dream, and even create your vision board and create your movement so that you will become unstoppable and you will have the implementation consistently. Like Tony Robbins said, right? Momentum is everything. So how we can keep that momentum, that's the secret in this secret number momentum. Okay, secret number 3 is this let's see if you can see it, momentum. Okay, secret number 3 is the momentum. If you can see it clearly. Okay, there's 3 secrets from niche launch and to understand the model, the movement model, and to secrets number 3 is the momentum. This momentum is like a everyday secrets for us, but it's based on that based on the abundance movement model, because in that model we helped you to clarify your vision, clarify your purpose, and you have create that vision and also help you clarify your purposeful and profitable niche and your movement. All those ones is the foundation to help you become unstoppable. And then you will not have like this and that, like excuses and procrastination, because now with that clarity is power, and you will become unstoppable. And then we have these secrets like how to hold you accountable through the whole launching period, 90 days, just 90 days, right? We have this reverse engineering, set up like your vision and then your goals, and reverse engineering day by day what's the implementation plan. And the momentum is really the key. We'll teach you how to create your own abundance movement and the daily momentum. Okay, that's aligned with your purpose, your passion, and also your gifts to launch and build your successful online coaching business to impact more lives. So now let me share with you our model, okay, and what this model is about. Let me clean this up. Let's see. Good. This wiper is still working. And clean what I write. Those 3 secrets. And now let's see this model. I actually have I designed that model. I could easily print like a paper to show you, but I think it's good for me to show you in the whiteboard. Let me see if you can see this whiteboard. Let me see if this red color is working. Here, this is your purposeful and profitable. P and P, I would say P and P. Purposeful and profitable niche. This is your niche, okay? And then you will have your brand, your unique will help you to, here in this niche, we will help you to develop your unique brand. Your unique brand. And then the next step is your offer, your irresistible offer. It's just like today I will show you the example, your offer. And then your content. You see it? Okay, then your content. And your community. Community. This is your tribe, where your tribe of people you can influence. And now this is your system. The system is not just a technology system. It's not just technology. Okay, you can see on my website, my funnels, right? My this system is also including, let's say here, community. Actually, I want to say the community could be your tribe, your groups, and also your team, and also your partner. Okay, that's your community. You want to develop your own tribe, like my Abundant Entrepreneurs Group, and we will help you design your movements, clarify your purposeful movements, and then from there design your ideal group, your tribe, and then develop your team. You do not necessarily need to hire people to develop your team. You could have like a part-time, you could have your VA, you could have your like a contractors, all those people to become your team. And then you could also have your partners. Here you could have your, like we call joint venture partners. You have your affiliate partners, and in Russell Brunson's words, it's like Dream 100. Dream 100. Those partners will help you, like affiliate, not just affiliate, but Dream 100. Okay, you can do in-depth of cooperation with them. That's your community. Okay, and the system. Now here is more about not just technical system. Okay, it's all about the process as well, and how you do business. For example, even though we have these communities, right, but how do we do business with them? That kind of process is also in your system, how you every day make things working, make it run, okay? And now, finally, and by the way, now the system. Today, the hacking thing, the perfect webinar hacking, it's just like within, okay, let's say almost like 1 hour. And it's just like without a formal presentation, without a formal funnel, I can still do it, right? Whatever I can do, that in Russell's words, I can sell anything in this model. And it's just like share with people those your secrets, and then teach them about your components, your model, okay? And now the finally is what? This is a secret many people ignore, many people did not know. This is your energy. This energy is very important, because the energy, and in our movement we call abundance movement, right? So this energy is we call abundance energy, and this will really help you unstoppable. Like many other entrepreneurs, I know some of my friends, they will say, oh, I'm tired and this and that, and they always struggle with their energy, and that will can really block you to how much you could fulfill. So those mega successful ones all have like a mega energy, right? Passion, and also endless energy. So how could we get your abundant energy, right? We have in our model, we teach you about the abundance meditation and activation, those secrets to keep your high energy at the same time aligned with your purpose as well, okay? Aligned with your purpose and passion. And we also help you, teach you design your dream list and also your vision board. So that will guide you. That's the energy foundation, right, to guide you as well. So see, this together is totally 7 components from here. Like you can see 1, 2, brand, 3, offer, 4, content, 5, community, 6, system, 7, energy. There's 7 steps, step by step. You do it, okay, step by step. And also it's the key components for this 7-step abundance movement model, okay? This is the launching model. This will help you. Once you are clear about this one, then you could launch every week, even every day. Like now I'm just getting another, now you can see this year I'm on the like a video every day, and that's my launching. Every day I could launch a thing. Okay, every day I can provide the offer. Like my another mentor, like say Myron Golden is mentioned, make more offer. You can make an offer every day. That's like make sales, right? If you are not making money, you need to make more offer. And through this abundance, 7-step abundance movement and launch model, you can see like 7 components. Every one of them are the key components. Okay, so by the way, you could take a screenshot of these key models. Let me see. Yeah. Say this abundance, let me write it here. 7-step, here, right? 7-step abundance movement launch model. Once you master this model, we will do that just quickly within a few weeks. Once you master this model, you have full clarity of your online business. This is a blueprint, okay? This model is the blueprint for your online successful online business, a coaching business. Actually, even though it could apply in any kind of other online business, but here I'm focusing on our coaches and visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, okay? So this is your blueprint, and you could use this to, once you have the clarity and get all your like assets, I would say assets, components, this I need to put it here. Get all these components clarified. Then every day you could do this. Now I really fulfilled like what my mentors earlier told me. When that time I could not understand. Now it's really my 80% of time, more than 80% of time I'm on marketing. Like every day I'm showing online, I'm doing this video, I'm sharing this message about my model, I'm like and then I'm quickly share my offer as well. Okay, so 80% of time we could do marketing. Now I understand it, and I know it's doable. And every day then you just need to do a few hours, like 3-4 hours of work, to have this freedom and at the same time to make sales. Okay, make business happen. So let me quickly share with you our offer, right? So this offer is it's called Abundant Creator. This Abundant Creator bootcamp, 90 days. We have so in this, what we will offer. So let me see. I'll only have one. I should put this. I can still refer to this. Okay, I can still refer to this to share with you what we will provide with you. Okay. So we have this 3-step, last night, let me quickly share with you. Refer to this model, I feel like it's easier. So in this offer, Abundant Creators Bootcamp, we will help you. We'll have a whole model teaching, okay, all the modules, 7 modules teaching, and at the same time, we will also give you the whole teaching, and then in addition, we have extra like it's a bonuses, almost like you can call bonuses, like one by one. Okay, we have a purposeful and profitable niche secrets online course. Like initially we do like $1 million niche quiz, and then we give you this course online. You can study by yourself, and you we have a coaching sessions, and you ask us with questions. And this one, it help you to get a full clarity about your niche. Okay, this is super important, and you can see this is a core. Only this is aligned with your purpose, with your passion, with your gifts, and with your niche, with your market. So this one is the center. And then from here, we help you develop your brand. We have the brand creator, and then we have the offer the offer create generator. All these kind of things, we have the tools to help you, the guidance. Like you will see very easier how to follow those formulas, template formulas to quickly create yours. So that's why we can guarantee within 90 days, everybody, you can launch a successful online business. And number 4, content. We have a content creator. We also have the Content Freedom Challenge, 5 days challenge course to help you to really become that genius. Okay, like a genius, I would say like a magic player. Like every day you could have some great content sharing. Okay, because this will also help you drive your traffic. And then now the community, we have the guidance how to develop your community, develop your group, and including the secrets about how to thrive your group, what kind of person to fill in, how to create a movement group, and also how to, those questions, how you can ask in your tribe, in your group, to really filter the right people, and also at the same time get their, it's like get your needs, the secret way to get your needs quickly, and the continuous needs every day. And then how to develop your partner with the mastermind as well. Here I should put this. Yeah, I do not need read so much, but the masterminding, how to get your JV and all this kind of a guidance to quickly develop your partners and help them to get them to promote you as well. Okay, and then for the system part, we have like for example shared funnels. If you want to use this as well, we teach you how to do the perfect webinar hack like this way, traditional way. Okay, you do not need any like a really technology or like a big system budget to invest in some platform. But you can also, if you have a like budget, you want to get into a next level, you could also like get a ClickFunnels. We have an affiliate link. You can get that for like a free trial and our support as well, and get our shared funnels here. Okay, all this kind of system here. That's including like how to do perfect webinar, including not just the hack, now the hack thing. And we also have the formal scripts, a perfect webinar script and a perfect webinar like a presentation and a funnel. Okay, and then now the energy, like I mentioned earlier, we have the abundance meditation and activation we will teach you. Okay, and also how to create your dream list and vision board. That's the 7 steps. For every step we have a great tools to give you as the bonuses in teaching this. Okay, teaching you how to use the model, but at the same time give you all this kind of free bonuses and tools to accelerate your development. Right? How good is that? And together to overall, if you are, by the way, if you are listening to this, let me write down this program's name. Is the blue one? Let me see. Use the blue one. Oh. This hat of the marker is so stocking. Let me put it down. So it's called our offer. It's called the quick offer here. Abundant creators. Abundant Creators Bootcamp for 90 days. Okay, for 90 days. And if you are listening to our live today, either live or maybe replay, right, from this live, comment under the video, say that you are interested in our Abundant Creators Bootcamp, okay, and DM me. That means like send me a direct message to ask for to apply to our Abundant Creators Bootcamp. Even though it's apply, but it's still like a very affordable. I'm not selling it as a high tickets. I know normally application is for high tickets, but I'm selling this like middle level. It's very affordable. It's the value is 5 figure. Okay, I'm now only for people you by the way watch this live video. I want to make sure that you watch this live video and you are interested in this bootcamp. Send me a DM that you are interested. I will send you the link to just register, okay, to enroll to our next camp. And this camp is now, if you watch this whole video, it's I'm giving you that price now, right? It's like $2,997, but it's ending by today's Thursday, okay, ending by this Sunday, okay, it's like finished. And if you are direct to message me, you will get that offer. Otherwise, the regular price will be $5,997. Okay, that's a regular price, and it's totally worth it because the value is more than 10 times of it. All this value you can see. And spend how many years? I spent 14 years. Invest about $300,000. $300,000 to get all these components, learn from all different kinds of masters, masters from from mindset, from money, from the funnels, from marketing, from sales, from speaking, from partners development, from even presentations, doing all this kind of thing, offers and content, all different masters, all this kind of investment. I save that budget for you, okay? You do not need to invest $300,000 anymore. And especially most important is save your time. You do not need 14 years to figure out all these kind of things, right? We are helping you to get it done, make it happen within 90 days. So imagine that now you already mastered this whole model. You already saved the 14 years. You already saved your $300,000, right? And get all these components and all these tools ready to you. Just some of those guidance and blueprint. Just simply just like today, I use Russell's cheat sheet, right, and put those components together. And those guidance must save you tons of time. And just within 90 days, even though you start from scratch, will help you to clarify all these 7 components. And that's your assets. It's super valuable assets. You know, if you ask many entrepreneurs, quite many of them are not, if you point out any part of this component, some of them may not fully clear yet, but we help you fully get clarity within 90 days. And many of them just with this clarity within 30 days. And because the left days will be implementation, practice, and launching, and to get sales, get clients, and build up your tribe community. So all these kind of things, many people are not fully clear, and they do not have all those components ready. But we will help you really develop the whole model, the whole components as your assets, and that will support your lifelong business. Really, this is our vision is for you to develop a sustainable, beautiful business that you are passionate about, that you would love to do, and you would thrive on it every day through the rest of your life, so that you do not need to start another thing from scratch again and try to and figure out everything again. Okay, this is for ultimate. That's why I would call it ultimate purpose, ultimate vision. And everything is your ultimate model as well. And this will support your sustainable and scalable online coaching business for the rest of your life, that you will feel fulfilling, and every day you could attract continuous needs, ideal needs, and your dream clients, so that you can serve them, and also you can really enjoy this fulfilling life and at the same time contribute big values. Okay, so make sure that you will comment under video, show your interest, and DM me, and to get our link for your application to this program. Okay, and also, by the way, by the end of this Sunday midnight of Eastern time, okay, to get your best offer. It's like a half price of our regular price. Okay, so make sure that contact me, and if you are ready to really create your abundance movement and launch your passion business that could both make profit and also impact many more lives. All right, we'll see you inside soon. Okay, inside our Abundant Creators Bootcamp, we will see who will have this honor, and both of us will be blessed to work with each other, and will give me this honor to bless you as well, to empower you to become that store leader in your ideal niche, to impact many more lives. All right, everyone, take good care. We'll see you soon. Bye.